Hi, my name is Steve Marcianti. I'm with Revenue Control Systems. Today, I'd like to introduce you to our new access control product. We call it Uflash Access Control, and what's unique about it is that it uses a standard USB flash drive to transfer data to the access point and also retrieve transaction logs. It's designed for remote parking decks, self-storage facilities, remote gates or remote buildings, any access control location where you want full access control functionality, but it'll be difficult to or expensive to run data lines. We have several versions of the product: keypad, prox reader, a dual version for entry-exit applications, and even indoor versions, keypad and card reader. I'd like to tell you more about it. Please stick around. We'll get into more detail. Thank you. Let's talk about some of the hardware. The enclosure is aluminum with powder-coated textured finish. Includes wire access hole and mounting holes. The keypad version has a industrial-grade metal keypad with backlit buttons. A 2-line 20-character display. Water-resistant lock. The card reader version has the card reader mounted on the front, and just for setup initial programming, keypad on the back. The indoor version is plastic, has touch buttons, and also has backlight. It's not suitable for outdoors. Now on the indoor version, the programming is done from here. In this case, the flash drive is not necessarily needed to stay in the unit. This unit actually has more memory and will retain the transaction log internally. After the initial programming is done, you will remove the flash drive and only need to plug it in when you want to retrieve the data and upload the data. The controller is mounted inside. We got a rain guard here. Here's where the flash drive goes in. We'll show you more about this later. It has a additional weakened input terminal strip. Power and relay activation terminal strips down here on the bottom. The dual version, same hardware, again card reader or keypad, but in the dual version it works as a master-slave unit. You only need to upgrade the flash drive in the master unit, similar to the single unit, and that will transmit the data to the slave unit. The only cable between them will be a standard Wiegand compatible 5-conductor overall shield cable. The power is only needed to go to the master. The master will power the slave. Okay, let's look at the initial setup and some programming features of the dual unit. To get into the setup, you hold down the start key on the keypad. It'll prompt you to enter in the setup code. Press pound. Okay, now we're in the setup mode. In general, pound will move you forward and accept, and the star will move you back and reset. First question is where you set up the time and date of the unit. It also has built-in daylight savings function. Here's where you set up the setup password, up to 5 digits long. Actually 6 digits, sorry. This is the keypad ID, be from 1 to 32. So you can have up to 32 units being controlled by a single software package. If the dual units are used, you can have up to 64 access control locations. This is a setup for the entry reader, the primary reader. You can set up as an entry, exit, or a neutral reader. This is the second Wiegand input. This will be for the slave unit. Again, it can be an entry, exit, or a neutral. Here's where you set the anti-passback function. It can be off. It could be timed anti-passback, a soft function anti-passback or a hard function anti-passback. This is the timer for the relay. It could be from 0 to 9999 seconds. That's for relay number 1 for the primary entry unit, and then the second one is for the exit, the slave unit. The access mode tells the device if it's going to be a keypad or a card reader, or you could actually do dual function and have a keypad and a card reader tied to the unit. The dual unit has inputs. Has 4 inputs. These can be used for arming, alarm, or not used. This is the USB access mode. Here's where we tell it to log the transactions on the flash drive. That'd be the log mode. The memory mode would not log the transaction. And in the any mode, any card or code will work. It's sort of a default thing for like initial setup before all the codes are put in. You can put it in the any mode and you can have the thing operational. But no actual codes to be, the codes won't be checked. It'll just accept any numbers. Here's where we could tell the unit to, the enter key could be the star key, the pound key, it could be the star and the pound key, or it could be a specific number of digits. So say you want the thing to process the code after 6 digits. We would type 6 here, and after the 6th digit it will process the code. Codes could be from 1 to 10 digits long. You could have this thing set for 9, and after the 9th digit it would automatically process the code. So you have a lot of versatility there. This is facility code for card access function. If it's set at 000, it will accept multiple facility codes. This enforced cards allows you to have, when you have a mixed system with cards and codes, it forces that the cards have to be within the range of 65535, so all the codes would have to be over that. So you could separate cards from codes. Payment due access. This is used in self-storage facilities where if the customer owes money, do you still want to have them have it open the gate or not? This activates the relay timer function. You could globally turn on and off the relay automatic relay functions. This is the override code to manually activate the relay in the unit, and also to delete users manually from the keypad itself. And now we're back to the main screen. So the override code, if you hold down the pound key in this case and enter that override code, you're in the override code. You can activate relay 1 or relay 2, or you could edit the user by pressing 3. So if we know the user's code, we could hit 3, type in the user code, and that will delete them from the system. So without using the flash drive. You can't add people in this manner, but you can delete people in this manner. So for example, if I put it into open mode for relay 1, it'll say all access mode, the relay stay energized, even if the machine loses power. We'll go in and turn that off. Number 1, 3, there she goes. Okay, let's see how easy it is to load the codes into the keypad. After using the keypad control software at your PC to load your flash disk, open the unit with the key, remove the existing flash disk, and replace it with the one you brought out with you, inserting it into the reader. Close the unit, and it will load up to 5,000 user codes in about 30 seconds. Now notice I didn't have to press any key sequences or button sequences or code sequences to program in the codes. The unit does everything on its own. The flash disk you pull out will be brought back to the PC to load the transaction data. It's that simple. And it's ready to go. Shows the username and the message. Thank you for watching the Uflash product demonstration. We hope that you'll find that the Uflash product line will fit into many of your access control applications. If you have any questions, I'm always available at 757-258-0910. Thanks again.